All right, welcome back to Corsace Open, the final match of the tournament, Knockout 2, the third place match scheduled after the winner's bracket match due to some scheduling shenanigans, but I am not joined by Doomsday and Taikani. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Hello.
Here we are, though. Here we are. It's the final match of Corsace this year. It's already over, or maybe, but wrapping this up now with the decider for that last podium position. Looking to get some goodies, get some of that prize pool. A lot on this one. Between fishe, a team with a lot of very famous names. I'm sure that needs no introduction to many of you watching. Against RAMSING, who... well, I imagine they are surprised they are this far, and if they can pull off an upset here, that could be huge.
Yeah, I'll say we have some well-known tournament players on RAMSING in their own right. It's just that obviously in terms of name recognition, they cannot even begin to stack up to the names on fishe. I think as soon as you have Cookie Z on your roster, there is simply no contest in terms of recognition in that sense. But there's also kind of the concern for me regarding RAMSING. Gamer22 is one of the biggest names on that roster, a player that has looked really, really good in tournaments in the past. But like last match, he bottom scored both the maps he played, I believe, and was bottom match cost and did not look at all like he should be looking in a match. And for one of like the bigger players on that roster, it's it's a bit concerning, and especially when you take into consideration that I think fishe is already favored going into the matchup. It's a bit tough.
It's tricky, but I guess on the flip side of that, if Gamer, we know he's so important to this team. If he was having an off day yesterday, there's a chance here to bring it back. If we know there's a lot more we could bring to this team, and if he brings it, then that could make things a lot tighter. But even like Gamer aside, numerous players on this team have been really popping off this year.
Yeah. Les Perry, Welter.
Yeah.
I mean, RafGPO, a really big like new name, has just rocketed up in terms of recognition and had some excellent tournament performances. It's certainly it's they do have something going for them on that roster. It's just like, can they really stack up against the big boys? The really, really huge names. Just Rectagon, Cookie Z, FG Sky finally playing a Corsace Open rather than play testing for it, as he often has been doing in the background.
And he's been a very important member of this team for fishe as well. Played a lot of the maps in the previous match they played, which they did go down to Flipinski, but either way, no title even, but certainly in this matchup, they are definitely the ones to beat here. On this sort of pool, you're hitting endgame level difficulty here. Can these up-and-coming players on RAMSING, can Gamer pull it back for his team? If they turn up today, it could be tight, but otherwise, they are definitely the David in this David versus Goliath situation.
Yeah.
It's hard to really emphasize that. I'm excited to see them pull something off here, though.
Yeah, and already into the protects and bans. So RAMSING protecting the free mod 4. It is, I feel like, a grab bag of any terminology associated with like aim removed from the norm in some sense, pattern aim, awkward aim, wide angles, anti-aim. Like any such term, it kind of can apply to some section of the map, I feel. Maybe a bit more accessible than I'm making it sound, but that kind of map, which is a strange protect in my eyes, going into fishe. I hope there's reason for it, but DT2 the protect from fishe makes a whole lot of sense considering the team score they got on that. The 3.2 million, an excellent team performance on that. Every reason to be protecting that for fishe. Possibly the best roster lineup for that map right now. And the No Mod 5 ban from RAMSING. What was it now? Right. The No Mod 5 is actually one I would have liked to see. It's like half slashed at his most Daramakian. It's like the prehistoric connection. You can really see it. It's I don't know, really fun map. Unfortunately banned out, but free mod 1. Let's see. I gotta refresh my memory a little bit for this one. Right. Okay. Free mod 1 is like the Gunga skill cap. No mod 6 of yesteryear. 1-6 spam flowing, like kind of throwing a lot at you, just really mechanically straining and like technically difficult, which is honestly a bit of a strange ban to me. Maybe just not fans of that map. I do feel like they do fine on it into RAMSING, but
yeah.
No mod 2 the pick. No mod 2 the pick for RAMSING.
Starting off with the streams, that's a common shout. Although the No Mod 2 in this pool, it's much more techy. It's not just, bash your Z and X keys and aim along some fairly comfy streaming. This is not like that at all. Quite tech heavy. A lot of control in this going into fishe. So definitely playing into, I guess, mechanics, but also a lot of control as well with this first one.
Yeah, I think this is a decent pick, even though it's picking almost anything is a little bit scary into fishe, especially if it's technical. I feel like Rectagon Cookie Z on like technical flowing is just kind of terrifying.
Yeah, into the map we go though. Immediately seeing some early on breaks from Common, Welter, and Gamer. No trades yet. You see FG Skyfall right with Scrubble, though. It's going to be an early combo lead for fishe.
That opens up so quickly, and for the first map, getting straight onto these patterns and be able to nail them is no easy feat. We're seeing some solid runs here from Welter, though, who is so far still holding well in this very start here. Solid start for RAMSING here on their first pick.
Yeah, I mean, all of them did break at the beginning, but what matters is the ability to hold on these super hard tech streams. Right now, it's fishe having an issue. Gamer, Common, Scrabble, though, gonna make me eat my words a little bit, leaving only Welter holding any level of combo for RAMSING. That said, you look at fishe, they don't really have the lineup to fight it, as Welter continues, goes on into 600 combo, 430k. This is kind of insane start for RAMSING.
That's the word to use. That is an insane start from Welter. Is the only one in the lobby with anything really here, getting into the slightly more techie situation. The slider break, that's gonna hurt.
Oh my god.
Got this team.
Yeah, that said, they built up that 270k lead, and over the last quarter of the map, as long as they don't completely break down, they're gonna be able to hold it. fishe has to play a perfect game to really do damage to that lead, and even then, I don't know if they have time. This map is not very dense in the last quarter. This is about the most dense that it gets. And even with those combos, they're not doing too hot. Welter is going to find a chain miss that's going to bring the score down quicker, but Rectagon's going to trade it out. Common goes down, but it's just not enough. fishe does not have enough time. It's no breakpoint. RAMSING is going to take their first pick.
Well, this is the start RAMSING needed. In a matchup like this, they knew they were going to be up against it, but that is a strong start to this game, They had the edge really the entire time. Welter going in on the first streams there. Goodness me, what a start.
Yeah, I'm very happy to see it. Honestly, very happy to see a strong start for RAMSING. Welter could have done a lot more as well. That slider break was really painful.
That's pain, dude.
Yeah. It probably would have been like a 700k score or something if he had only missed later on. But fishe to pick now to try to follow it up with a pick of their own and a point of their own. And no weight or speculation as to what it is, as it's already DT3. And this is the speed pick of the pool, if I remember correctly. It is I mean, I feel like it's kind of insane for a speed pick in terms of the other stuff it's throwing at you. It has some notable technical elements. You know, it doesn't go necessarily for the raw speed, but at relatively high speed for what it's doing, you know, is offering up all these other stuff at the same time, and it gets really, really straining. You know, there's some patterns that come to mind, like some, you know, continuing these in a direction of like linear flow of these bursts, and then one of them like wraps back on itself, and handling that at the BPM when you're actually forced to aim it at least a little bit. You can't just aim in the middle of it. It's a real tough one, and one that I'm not entirely sure about. I'm not sure as to if RAMSING has a full roster that they can really put up on this. I don't think they do, which would be the reason for this pick. I don't feel like LaFish is super strong at speed, right? It's just that I think this is kind of just abusing the fact that RAMSING presumably does not have a full 4-man roster.
Yeah, it's the 4v4 really.
Yeah.
I think the way you describe this map's bang on. This is a map that really benefits the highest skill cap teams for sure, just because it has so many different skills it tests on top of pretty extreme speed strain. And they definitely have the 4 to make work on this, and they have some individuals that could really carry something like this. RAMSING have the individuals as well to do the same, but you do feel like there is going to be a player in there that's going to be struggling. I guess we'll see. We'll see. But I think into this team, yeah, it's a good pick in terms of the 4v4. I'm not sure who RAMSING put in for this in terms of the full team.
Yeah, like I know that Welter is going to look pretty good, but past that, I start to not entirely know.
Seems to be having a little think about it, trying to sort something out.
Les Perry on the Speed DT actually concerns me a little bit. We'll see what he's able to offer up here.
Les Perry speed.
Yeah, we do see immediate act drops from Les Perry, traded a little bit by FG Sky, but nowhere near the same degree. And Les Perry is in the 80% accuracies and already finding a ton of breaks. Clearly not the comfort, clearly not the map that they wanted to see picked from LaFish. But it makes sense, it's the first pick, it's what you're supposed to be confident on, and LaFish is looking real good. While we see those breaks from Welter and Les Perry, we see FCs all across the board from LaFish. Rectagon and Wuchi are going to go down, but Scrawler is going to trade it alongside Welter and Common.
Yeah, right out of the gate, LaFish looking much stronger on this. FG Sky and Window Life doing work. FG Sky is combo gaming. He finally gets the miss with the 85% full combo till then. Window Life gets the break though, so they ain't gonna get too much further. But
yeah, Scroll is one to watch out for, but that accuracy is not doing him too many favors. Maybe the highest combo in the lobby, but it doesn't matter too much when you're 91 act. That said, it's a full team wipe for LaFish. It's gonna get a little more threatening with Scroll reaching 400 combo, but there he goes. Common falls right after too. There's no combo on RAMSING.
And the axe down as well. There's definitely a clear disparity in comfort here. LaFish with really solid act among a couple of their players. 95 and 97% on their side is doing so much work. RAMSING, they got a combo game and the combo just ain't there here.
Yeah, I mean, it's the classic comfort of the first pick. There's just LaFish knew that they were going to dominate on this. There's a reason why they picked it, and that 340k lead does not lie. They are just the better players on this skill set. Speed is a huge struggle for all of Team RAMSING. Even as LaFish consistently finds breaks, it's just not enough for RAMSING to do any damage.
I think this might be a bit of a theme through the early stages of this match, maybe, that LaFish have the speed edge clearly, and at this level, there's no reason why they shouldn't keep going into this. This is looking pretty one-sided. But you can see how hard this map is. Even some of the players on LaFish are struggling so hard on this. That's what happens at Grand Finals, I suppose.
Yeah, for sure, and it's gonna be a pretty easy first point for LaFish, all things considered. The highest score may be 400k, but 400k is more than enough for this team to put it right back at 1-1.
So I guess as we were at the start, both teams picking well at the start, but you can definitely tell speed is something that the LaFish can really get stuck into on this game, because it seems like RAMSING are struggling to get a 4 together. Lesperi having to fill is unfortunate for them on the speed. We'll see how the other picks go for them though, but yeah, there's no way they don't pick up the speed maps after that, right?
Yeah, the abuse will continue. I mean, they literally protected DT2. I think there's absolutely no way they're not picking that at some point. But RAMSING now to pick, and following up from the Nomad 2, I guess if you feel comfortable enough on Hidden 1 is an option to continue going into something, you know, proximate to Nomad 2 with more technical flow aim elements, and possibly free mod 3 as well. I mean, they did already win a point on like a technical flow aim thing, even though that seems like something that would be really scary to pick into a team like LaFish. So I guess it might be okay to just move into that. I don't know how I feel about Hidden 1 though. I feel like Hidden 1 surely just favors LaFish.
Well, Hidden 1 is hidden flow aim control, and if you have Chocomint on your team, that's basically what he plays. Like,
that is literally what he plays.
This game.
That's why it's a bit concerning, but it's the free mod 2, which is the cut stream focused map.
Yeah, low AR, small CS. I mean, I guess it's in the flow aim ballpark. They're going into that, but this is bit of a different kettle of fish, being, you know, more on the control side for the hidden players and precision for the hard rock players. I guess RAMSING have a very scary hard rock roster, so the hard rock's going to be very well catered for them. Yeah,
it's but the anti-mod also, like, anti-mod flow aim also feels like, I don't know, Cookie Z is on the team, and frankly I think they have other players like FG Sky should be pretty great at this. It's yeah, you know, I think none of the picks are going to be really convincingly like RAMSING just owns on this anyways, so I think it's a pretty alright pick. Still, you know, a little bit concerned.
We'll see how it plays out. With it being an early pick, and with this match being, you know, quite a long one, plenty to go in this one, you'd think they're going to open up with their stronger picks earlier. Of course, the free mod 4 that they protected is still sitting there. They haven't touched that yet. I imagine this one must have had something up the sleeve really in this matchup, because if they open up slowly, then it's just not going to work out for them later on.
Yeah. I do think they might just be a free mod roster even for RAMSING. I think it might be play best into their hands to be able to have players on different mod setups rather than being pigeonholed into everyone on the same thing. It does not play into their strengths.
Yeah, absolutely. We will see as we get into the match. It's early breaks from Welter, Comet, FG Sky, Chocomint, and now Boshi, man. Everyone having a lot of struggle on this early on, and that's to be expected. This free mod 2 is very difficult.
So much control, and it's so relentless as well. No real breakpoints in this to get away from it.
Yeah, it's Welter to find a pretty big combo break. One of the bigger combos on the side of RAMSING now gone. Now just relying on Gamer to set forth some good score, but there he goes. When you look over at LaFish, you see Rectagon holding that 450 combo on the Hard Rock. You know he was going to be good on this, and that's the real scary thing. What matters is if Rectagon breaks on this.
And LaFish did play this yesterday, and I guess the score might have looked beatable. Maybe that was the shout, but Rectagon is already beating his combo from his previous play. Looking to make some amends here. He's doing so much work here for the fish. Everyone else is chain missing, but he's still holding strong on that hard rock.
Yeah, whenever I neglect to mention Rectagon in analysis, just assume that I mentioned him because, you know, it's a perennial presence. He's just always there.
He is, and 720k is something else. We are not done with the hard parts of the map, but at this slow section, we are seeing a level of dominance. Rectagon knows the power he holds. You know he's feeling excited right now. This is not a normal score. This Hard Rock precision is absolutely out of this world. He's so good at this type of map. He's going to keep going on. 950 combo now. He's still going. 950,000 points. Rectagon with 98.8% accuracy. Holding through the last three. That's a full combo in the grand finals with Hard Rock on the free mod too.
One of these players are not like the other Stikani.
Okay,
what is
the
that
gap.
FC?
It's insane.
It's just ridiculous. The whole lobby, you know, almost double-digit misses on everyone. Gaming with the 6 miss is solid. But man, the Rectagon difference on this one.
Yeah, Rectagon. What do you say? It's a million score. They won by nearly 800k. Rectagon could have just had a pretty average Hard Rock score. If he matched Welter's Hard Rock score, they still would have won. That FC was above and beyond extra credit, but it was so damn good.
I don't know. I did not mention it on the pool select, but you know, he's always there ready to strike, and so he does. Not going to be another point for RAMSING. Going to be the break point, first break point to start things off here. And LaFish to pick now. Going into HR1 is a real out of left field pick, I feel like. Not one I would have been expecting, really. But maybe this is just kind of going off momentum of Rectagon, just kind of slap the entire lobby on HR. So why not just pick HR again? I mean, who cares? He's going to carry again. It's going to be super easy. That's the plan. That's the game plan.
It's not a bad plan, is it?
Yeah, no, I can't fault them for it. I think it's a good plan. I think it's a great plan.
I mean,
they have a roster to back them up as well. That's
a scary part in it as well. I was just about to say, though, RAMSING have a pretty mean Hard Rock roster themselves. I don't think they'll be too worried about, you know, this being picked into them. But it is a case of, you know, we just saw what Rectagon did on Hard Rock, and some of their other team members won't mind going on to Hard Rock as well on this rather multi-skill map again. Another one that does benefit the highest skill cap players, I feel, just because of the fact that you got to deal with the mechanics as well as a lot of tech elements, a lot of control elements. You know,
I think that's the element that really plays into their favor. You know, that's
map by YF, BMP, and Onosaka Yu. Suzuki. This team map is known for making some pretty mean control maps, and also this is a custom song as well by one of those mappers. So it's really cool to see. Always cool to see mappers make their own music and then map it.
I believe Onosaka Yu is the half that made the song. I believe so.
Yes, that is the one.
Yes. I did look at this earlier. I just wanted to be sure. Like, yeah, but. A very multi-skill map. It's yet another map that throws a lot at you, and just always going to be favoring these really big tournament names, these staples. Been around such a long time, have such high skill caps. They can read anything, they can see anything. I don't know. You know, it's just different to. I feel like the HR prowess on the RAMSING side more leaning on kind of straight mechanics, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And again, gotta say it, custom song funded by the OC team for Corsace Open 2023. Oxia weeping brilliantly. This one, it's gonna be hype. We do see Raph GPO find an early break and Scrollo Gamer not too far behind on that. Window Life is going to trade out one of the breaks, but RAMSING is going to need a lot more combo drops than just Window Life.
2 FCs to 3, make that. Oh, that reset though, everyone's gone on the fish. It's just Scroll left with the FC, but this part is no joke, it's still going. You've got to hold.
Yeah, maybe that early break from Scrollo a little bit scary, but now he holds all the combo in the room. There is nothing to speak of regarding combo on the fish, and that lead is going to slowly head towards RAMSING. That said, they are going to need a little bit better accuracy. The bottom two players, Raph and Gamer, not great on the accuracy, and it's keeping the lead from just inflating in their favor. Welter's going to find a break with 200 combos suddenly gone as well. And that's going to allow LaFish to just encroach on the lead that RAMSING is building a little more.
It is all on the back of Scroll to keep his cool. Keep that combo game going. Dropping a few slider ends, really trying to hold that combo. Slowly but surely, it's going over to RAMSING.
Yeah, LaFish has been holding that 25k lead for a bit, but if Scrollo keeps holding, if those support combos are there, it will go over to RAMSING, ever so slowly doing so. We're going to go into the Ki very, very soon. That's the most important part. You have to see the combos hold there. If anyone on either team breaks, it'll instantly go over. RAMSING's lead now. We'll see if they can hold on through the Ki. It's Rectagon to find the first break, though, on LaFish. Gamer's going to trade it out now. Welter finds a chain miss as well. No trades from LaFish that matter. It was only Rectagon to fall. Woodchi goes down, but so does Raph. FG Sky and Window Life fighting against Scrollo with their lives. Window Life is going to go down. It's just FG Sky. If Scrollo breaks, it's still in FG Sky's territory. But as long as he holds... No, it's FG Sky to find the break.
And Scroll is still going with his FC, 93%. No act, no problems though.
150k lead. This seemed like the right pick for LaFish. It seemed like this could be a Rectagon pop-off pick, but Rectagon having trouble, and instead we see a completely different pop-off. Scroll finally finds a miss, but more than his job has been done. It's a 200k lead. There's barely any combo saved for FG Sky on the side of LaFish, and FG Sky, only 200 combos, not going to be enough to crawl back a lead. That gargantuan in size. It's a breakpoint return, and a 2-2 scoreline that we are at right now.
Trading breakpoints, just what RAMSING needed to try and keep themselves in this game in the even keel. Great steal, and they're showing the hard rock abilities here. It's a solid team score here for RAMSING, but Scroll, take a bow with that 700k. That is mega.
Yeah, I mean, the difference here is Scroll existing. Like, the score is everything for RAMSING. It made the difference. Otherwise, looking pretty much even to even a little bit lower, perhaps, on the three other players on RAMSING. Scroll really, really making a huge difference there. Perhaps a mispick nonetheless by LaFish. I don't know. I think it might have been a low roll in some ways, especially if you include the, concern of other team performance. They perhaps overperformed, you underperformed, perhaps a little bit. Not what you wanted to see. But the second set of bans coming in now, and actually not sure what LaFish would want to ban on this. I feel RAMSING would want to try to get rid of DT. I don't think they can contest DT at all. So just ban a DT for their side, but LaFish, I feel like there's a lot more space to work with, and I don't know that they have to ban any of these maps.
I'd agree, yeah, I'd agree. I think LaFish generally won't be too worried about being completely stomped on any of the maps left. They should be competitive on a lot of them. I think the bonus is more on RAMSING to ban well, and, well, I guess in terms of, like, raw speed, there's not much left, apart from, like, DT1. No Mod 1 is the ban from LaFish, so... Okay.
I can respect it after... I guess HR1 is pretty different, but if RAMSING are gonna be allowed in, it's likely to be on more conventional stuff and Nomad 1 would certainly fall into that territory. It's not quite, your conventional Nomad 1, but nonetheless pretty honed in on the snappy aim, relatively comfortable. So
Yeah.
an understandable ban, but Hidden 2, the ban from RAMSING, is one I'm not as sure about. It might not be the worst ban were it not for the fact that I think DT is not contestable. I think even like the DT1, I don't know that they can really compete on that. But Nomad 3 the pick, the alt map of the pool, the toy bot. This is also a custom song, I believe, with vocals.
It is.
Insane.
Yeah, that's something you don't see every day. It's really cool to see some customs. Once again, of course, funded by Osu. Shout outs for that, for some really cool songs in Corsace this year.
Yeah.
And yeah, this one, yes, it's unique. It's unique with the vocal work in it. And as a Nomad 3 though, it's fairly conventional in terms of the mapping. Quite a lot of flow aim in this Nomad 3, but there's plenty of acute angles and aim control as well, all dotted in.
Yeah, the wiggles. I guess the wiggle element is one that's I feel like it's actually pretty conventional at this point for higher SR alt, so maybe not that different. Pretty, especially given some of the stuff you see in this pool, more on the conventional end of things. So also actually might make it a decent move for RAMSING actually.
I assume they'd expect a better performance because in the head-to-head, both these teams played this and the Fish came out ahead by quite a bit. So I imagine they're hoping for round 2 to treat them a little bit better. I would agree though.
Oh yeah, 670k score difference. Yeah, it's sizable.
It does look a bit grim when you see that, but it is a case of perhaps it's a low roll, and with it being more conventional, would suit, maybe the lower sort of skill cap team, I suppose, in this matchup. Let's see. They picked it for a reason.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. This one pretty much immediately breaks into the intense parts and is just very, very consistent. Hard to seeing Rectagon, Bocce, Scroll, find breaks. Gonna get a little bit of a slow part, but these slow parts are still kind of difficult.
It is relentless, this. It doesn't really stop. Consistently high tempo throughout. Just 2 FCs left, 1 on each team. FG Sky and Kamenchik.
Alright, Rectagon once again to find the break. Right now, the lead kind of even. Said with breaks from Welter and Scroll, it's going to go over to the Fish. Bocce does find another break, but right now it's FG Sky making the difference. Common matching him a little bit, but that supporting combo from Chocoman until just now was doing a lot for the Fish. That said, Chocoman has broken Common versus FG Sky. The first to break between those two will make a huge rift in the score, as both of them really don't have too much supporting combo. Rectagon has come back a little bit, but, he's not going to be able to save FG Sky when he breaks, and both of them break. Now it's just Common, but not for long. He's not going to hold on too long. It's Welter and Scroll, and Les Perry now is trying to hold down the combo, that small combo advantage for RAMSING into this next KI.
So relentless, just doesn't stop, but in this head-to-head, it's so even. Chocoman looking to try and bring it back a bit for his team on that flow aim he's so good at. Scroll trying to fight him off. This section's really tough. Chocoman hits that though. That part is insane, actually. What a hit there. Les Perry hits it too, though.
Yeah, that said, look at Chocoman right now. Kokishi, Shiatora, whatever you know him as, burst limit even. He's climbing up to that 600 combo very, very soon. There it is right there, and he's going to be able to take that lead away for the Fish, now in their favor, but not overly so. Chocoman does still need to hold. He's going to need to hold till the end of the map because that lead is not decisive in any way, shape, or form. Just 25k, but Les Perry's going to find a break. There's not really that much combo left on RAMSING. Just like that with Chocoman holding to the 800 combo. It's LaFish to take away a third in a row breakpoint.
Not just sharing is caring with these points here, though, but Chocoman stole that one by force. Oh, man, the The player who needs no introduction. Flow
still got
aim
it.
beast.
Yeah.
He still got it. Oh,
Even now,
miss.
you get to see Cookie Z carrying people in tournaments. It's insane. I don't know. I mean, quite a bit more competitive environment, but whatever. It's a pretty sizable difference still. It's a very, very strong score.
It is. So I got shout out Welter as well in there, who had a 3 miss, the best miss count in the lobby. Unfortunately, I guess the combo wasn't there, but 3 miss on that is no joke.
Well, LaFish now to pick, and just obviously I want to see DT. I think there are other things you could potentially pick, but I just don't quite see why you'd do anything else. I think that DT, given the lack of a 4th man on RAMSING, presumably, is just going to be prove too much for them to be able to compete. Especially on the DT. DT4, I'm not quite as certain about, actually. But DT1 should be fine. And obviously the Protect of DT2, they can kind of just go for whenever.
Yeah, there's a few choices in that wheelhouse they can go for, but they're holding on to it. They are avoiding that DT in these early rounds, I guess. Free mod 3 is their pick.
Yeah, yet more funky flow aim, techie flow aim stuff. So something I even floated as a pick for RAMSING, just going off of Nomad 2. I do think this is a bit different, though. I feel like it bleeds into being more of an alt pick kind of a deal, so I don't know what kind of space it occupies. I would argue maybe a space between Nomad 2 and Nomad 3. The free mod also obviously puts a spin on it that it's very hard to deal with for, I believe, HR players especially. I have not played the map myself, but I mean, it looks so tough. So tough, especially for HR.
I think I'd agree on the Hard Rock being the pain mod for this. The AR is like 9.4, 200 BPM, a tiny bit of density, but at this level I don't think that's going to be an issue, but the patterning certainly will be. It is kind of flow aimy, kind of streamy, but it's more about the control. Although it is kind of relentless in its, how many bursts it has into kick sliders, into more bursts.
Yeah.
So it does come into it if, you're a Nomad player, or Nomad 2 player, I should say, there's a skill bleed you can have there.
Yeah, I don't think it's the worst map for RAMSING. I do think that there might just be something in this for them.
I'd agree. I think this is a decent shout for RAMSING, so
yeah.
It's contested. LaFish taking this would be pretty big going into the back half of this match. We'll see how it works, though.
Yeah, contested it may be, but it's still going to be a very hard climb. They're not going to get the same luck that they did on Hard Rock 1 again, likely. They're going to have to play at the top of their game, all 4 members, because LaFish, this is just such a good map for their roster. We'll see it, though. It does take a little bit to get into the super, super hard parts of this map, but once it just does not stop.
It's relentless. This is one of my personal favorite maps in this pool, actually. Just so much
I would
fun,
say,
honestly.
personally, it is actually my number 1 favorite map in this pool.
It is my favorite map of the pool, yeah. I love this map. It's great.
It is very good. We do see Common and Witchy both trade breaks, so it's going to be negligible. That said, Common was a modded player, so it's a little bit of extra score gone compared to Witchy on the no mod, but not going to matter too much. It's a 25k lead for the Fish, mostly just off of the accuracies more than anything, rather than anything like a modded break. We're going to see some act drops come through.
Oh, that slider, Common chip breaking on the 3-4 slider.
Yeah, we do see Chocoman traded out though. So that's a modded FC down for the Fish. Rectagon, Witchy, Chocoman all find breaks. So does Chocoman Scroll. FG Sky now. Now it's Welter left on the Hard Rock to clean up the pieces. Continue building the lead for RAMSING, but he's going to find a break as well. A chain miss at that. Basically dead even combos, honestly.
Yeah, poor Welter. The streams at the end of the choruses in this map are just like, you have to be next level to hit them on Hard Rock. So
yeah,
but still, solid run there by Welter at the start.
And we'll see how things continue to develop. Halfway through. We're still deadlocked even halfway through. That just speaks to how competitive this map can be. See how length affects these players, though. It's Welter Gamer to find breaks. No trades. Never mind. There goes FG Sky. They need 2 trades to even it up. They get 3, but they get Common going down as well. Now it's Chocomint versus Skrull. Skrull's gonna fall. Chocomint gonna continue to hold on. Not for long.
Not for much longer. It's so even. Both teams trading out. The Fish with the noses in front, but that advantage ain't nothing yet.
Yeah, Gamer, the biggest combo on RAMSING, gonna find another break. Rectagon gonna trade it out not long after. That said, FG Sky holding that like 100 combo advantage over pretty much everyone else. Continued breaks just coming from everyone. This map is so hard. Now LaFish has established the most dominant lead of the map so far at 80k. We're gonna see in the Ki if anything changes, if they can hold on to that 80k lead. Things can change very quickly, but it's gonna be a tough climb for RAMSING to get that return breakpoint on it.
Ki comes now, though. Still all to play for, really, but the Fish know they have the edge. But these streams are relentless. Chocomint and FG Sky are going to make something work here.
Yeah, it's eyes on the Sky here. FG Sky pressing such a good combo lead. So is Chocomint. Both are going to find breaks, but look at that. RAMSING does not have the combo to contest. It's a locked-in 100k lead. There is nothing that RAMSING can do at this juncture. There's not enough difficulty, not enough density left. We're not going to see LaFish find any breaks that matter, and they are going to secure themselves a consolidation of the breakpoint on this collab beat map by Raijo Do, Misho Numbers, and Kalibe. They're going to put themselves up at 4-2, the first real lead of the match.
Yeah, it's taken a while, hasn't it, Takani? But LaFish finally have ahead of steam here, 2 points up here. A very contested map, though. That could have gone either way, really. They do take it, though, just about. And Chocomint again with the top score in the lobby. You break out the flow aim, that's what he does. You get him on that hidden. He's a happy boy.
Yeah, I guess things go to plan. Things basically end up the way I expected them to, which I'm very happy about. It's just like I said they would. It's
all according to plan.
All according to the script.
Straight up.
But well, RAMSING to pick now, and I mean, looking for something more conventional in the pool to not. I do think that like picking flow aim again would be like not the worst idea, maybe, but the notable map that sticks out to me as left in the pool for that is Hidden 1, and it's hidden, so I think it's out of contention, and we don't have to wait anymore anyways. It's HR2, it's going to be the pick, and this is I guess this fills the slot of more conventional test the skill sets in HR rather than the HR1, but it's kind of deceptively difficult. It's not nearly as easy as it might look, with the this being, you know, the precision and being pretty consistent in difficulty throughout, so it's kind of relentless.
A slightly smaller circle size than you'd expect on the precision hard rock pick as well. It's what, CS 6.7, so a little bit smaller, which can make all the difference when you're so used to, you know, 6.5 on these maps.
Yeah.
And well, considering RAMSING won Hard Rock 1, I don't blame them for going into Hard Rock 2 as a choice. With it being more conventional, it may benefit some of their players more. You know, players like Raf GPO and whatnot may be more at home on something like this compared to like Hard Rock 1, maybe, just as a shout.
But at the same time, I feel like LaFish has, you know, also because it's more conventional, you might have bigger like hyper carry potential. Like someone might go absolutely huge, like Rectagon, or I expect to see Boshi Man because it's precision. Might actually go pretty huge.
We'll see, though. This map is very, very difficult. Captain 1 custom. Got that Russian blood in it. I mean, it's a very, very hard aim map and not conventional in any sense. Alongside those small circles can be very, very difficult. And we're already seeing Welter, Squirrel, Rectagon find breaks. FG Sky as well. Wrath found a break very early on, too. So, combo leads to LaFish, but not for too long, I imagine. Never mind, there goes Gamer.
Good edge here for LaFish in the early rounds. Definitely some consistency issues on the side of RAMSING, but this map's long enough, plenty of time to pull that one back. It is night and day though on some of these players. 98% on Rectagon, 97% on Boshi, man. Know what's called it about Boshi. He's doing bits here in the early runs.
See how it continues. Boshi, such a good combo. He's got Rectagon right behind him as well. FG Sky's gonna find a break, but that's not the player that matters, especially if Wrath trades it. What really matters is if Boshi or Rectagon find breaks. Maybe both of them. It's Boshi to go down first. Rectagon now the highest combo in the lobby, but he's got a much more contested set of combos to fight against.
As long as Recti holds, the Fish are going to be in a good spot, but it is just him right now on his team against 3 recoveries on Team RAMSING. They're reeling in the Fish here. There goes Rectagon. Now everything changes. If they can hold through his Ki.
Yeah, it was a trade from Gamer, but now RAMSING holds a dominant combo advantage. They just have to keep on going. Welter finds a break. Scrabble, the highest combo. He's going to be fought against a little by FG Sky. By a recovery combo from Window Life a little bit. He finds a break, so does FG Sky, but LaFish has a 200k lead, and there is not combo on RAMSING to fight that.
No, it's a full reset near enough. Welter building something, but it's in LaFish's corner again. There was a window there, Takani, though. They could have pulled it back. Final Ki, though, and it's hard to see him pulling this one back here.
Yeah, I don't really see it, especially as we see a full team reset from RAMSING. Meanwhile, look at LaFish, all of them putting together some pretty damn good scores, especially Boshi, especially Rectagon crossing the 500k line. They're going to take this one pretty handy. And, you know, we talked about how last point was the first real lead. This is a pretty dominant one now. This is another break point down for LaFish. Hard Rock 2, not something you pick into Rectagon, and there's a reason why. LaFish now up 5-2.
Yeah, the 4v4 looking better here for LaFish. It's one of those maps where, you know, on a different day it could have gone differently, but it hasn't worked out here for RAMSING. LaFish stealing that one back. A very competitive one. Goes LaFish's way. 3 points up now on RAMSING.
It's starting to look tougher and tougher. Options become more and more limited. And RAMSING kind of get cornered here. And we'll see. I kind of feel like it's right about time to pick up that DT2 now for LaFish. They could leave it for later, but this is potentially their last pick if they win this and a break point afterwards. I feel like this is the stage to just pick into that.
They could just hammer the nail in the coffin, so to speak, and guarantee TB with what would be a pretty... surely that is a pick that LaFish are gonna have a hard time losing in a 4v4.
Yeah,
I think it's valid to hold on to it though, and that's what they're gonna do. Hidden 1. Okay, then that's a spicy one. You were mentioning this being, you know, flow Amy, maybe RAMSING if Chocomint didn't exist, but LaFish.
Yeah, I mean it's also just I don't know what the hidden mod here does for RAMSING. That's also a big concern. I don't know if they can really put up with doing this on hidden, and especially into LaFish, into Cookie Z.
I always think of RAMSING being more on the hard rock side of things than hidden, for sure.
Yeah.
I'd agree with you. But they do have individuals that could definitely do work on a map like this, but it's whether, again, the 4v4. You feel like there's a player on fishe that could match any of the players on RAMSING in terms of like its hidden flow aim control based style. It's 160 BPM, I believe. I'm gonna double check that real quick. That's 147. I was miles off there, but it's low BPM flow aim is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I'll say I'm very happy to see this as a fan of Machine Girl after just discovering them through Neon White soundtrack. It's excellent. Very happy to see Machine Girl. It's awesome. It's so good.
Yeah, very good. Now, one of those artists you hope to see more of on Ozu. I was very happy to see this song, specifically Mapped. I've seen this song before, and it's such a banger. DBS Panda, man, he's so good at making this type of flow aim control map, with a hidden mod. This is very, very tough. We do see Common and Gamer find some early breaks. Common, way too early to even matter. Gamer, maybe a little bit more so. You see accuracies favoring the side of fishe, giving them an early advantage, but Chocoman's going to find a slighter break. Combo advantage now on the side of RAMSING.
Good start from both teams on this one. Not too many early slips on this map that really just come at you quickly. A lot of combo on the field, actually.
Yeah, we'll see. Bashiman does find a drop. Gamer trades it, but again, that's just not the trade you need from RAMSING. Common, though, that's going to matter a little more. It's 2 FCs to 2. Chocoman providing the better supporting combo for fishe, giving them an advantage, and they're building up that lead just a little bit more. As soon as one of those 4 FCs remaining breaks, and it's going to be Welter, that's going to be a lot more significant, a lot more lead now for fishe. 2 FCs to 1.
FG Sky with that hack drop there, but he doesn't get the miss. Playing with fire a little bit there. Oh, Welter holding 99%, but just found that break. That's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, that said, there's finally an FC break from FG Sky, but look at that incredible recovery combo from Chocoman. Rectagon holding the FC as well. There's just way better combo on the side of fishe.
Yeah, the recovery is making all the difference here. Rectagon, we talk about his hard rock a lot, but this guy's got a mean hidden on him. Scroll drops his FC. Everyone's dropped their FC now, though, but that's a lot of score that fishe have. 200k plus. Welter has 600 combo, though, and half the map to go.
Yeah, no, I was going to say Welter was a big threat, but a break like that right there, there's not combo for RAMSING to keep fighting on, and with a third of the map left, recovery from FG Sky and Rectagon, there's just nothing RAMSING can do.
Nah, the advantage is firmly back with fishe. Muscling back into this one. It just seems like they have an answer for everything RAMSING have on this map at the moment. Oh, that's a 3-way reset from RAMSING. Puts them even further behind now. Quarter of the map to go, and they ain't got too much to fight this one.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Not much you can do, though. I mean, RAMSING, they do still have their protected free mod 4. They still have picks left in the pool that they can go with. Unfortunately, this hidden one was just not right for them. See what they can do to keep this one competitive.
That one was fairly competitive, I think, up to just past halfway, but wasn't to be. FG Sky and Chocoman, though, holding a lot of combo through that ending drop. Really powering through, making this one comfortable. Solid stuff from the 2 veterans there. And, well, fishe, they're 1 point away from 3rd place and taking that podium position. They're nearly there. They can taste it.
Yeah, just a very solid all-around team performance for fishe. Rectagon, Chocoman, FG Sky all within relatively small margins of each other. Not all pretty consistent 550k-ish to the obviously lower average on the side of RAMSING. Gamer especially struggling a bit. Not quite himself. It's you know, one of those names you really have big hopes for to see perform in the match, and just not seeing it, unfortunately.
Yeah, sometimes that's how it goes.
Yeah.
That's how it goes sometimes. There's still time though for RAMSING, and they have the pick, and they still have their protect left. Zakani mentioned it, manifesting that free mod 4 pick. But surely, right? Unless that's a mind game protect, they gotta pick it.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, if this is a real protect, you have to pick it, and they do.
Hey.
Okay, so it is a real protect, but this is a map that I had my doubts about picking into. Like, free mod as a category seems good for them, but in terms of the particular map, that it's basically any kind of awkward aim put into a map with like longer chains of notes, so it's quite straining. It's just that seems really good for LaFish. Like, especially on the free mod, I imagine gonna have just an excellent 4-man roster for them. And meanwhile, RAMSING, I'm not sure they could match up to that. I don't know. It's aim, I guess, and maybe that's close enough to conventional to be contested for them. I wasn't sure about this protect in the first place, so I'm not sure about this pick.
Well, it has to work out for them. It has to, otherwise they're taking 4th place, which is respectable. But this is their last chance.
I mean, when you have the chance at a 3rd place, you're gonna fight like hell to take it. We do see an overmod from LaFish. 2 hard rocks on the board, Window Life and Rectagon. Goes to Hidden Chucklement. A bit scary. Overmods always are, but you know, if they're confident that the double hard rock is going to work out, then I mean, more power to them. We'll see how it goes. They do have a hell of a lead in the scoreline, 6-2. They have the ability to afford an overmod like this. We'll see as we get into the main pattern aim of this map. I mean, this is kind of like if Kamino Kotoba was a Corsace custom map. Like, it's just crazy aim all over the place.
There's 2 resets there for Team RAMSING to 1. And Team LaFish, they have the early advantage here. One of the hard rocks goes down, followed by Gamer. There's a full reset on Team RAMSING. No FCs left. Just Rectagon on that hard rock. Very early, though.
What a hard rock Rectagon is playing. I mean, I just said a hard rock FC earlier on Fremod 2 as well. We know him as a threat on the hard rock, and he's going to continue to show it. He's going to continue to build that lead away for LaFish. Crossing 200k now, 99.4 accuracy as well. One of the highest in the lobby, higher than any given member of RAMSING. It's Rectagon, always a threat.
Always a threat, and especially when you get him on hard rock, he really does start to go up the gears. He has a chance now to seal this podium position for his team if he can hold through. But the recoveries from RAMSING, they're building up, they're threatening. We're only halfway through here. Still all to play for.
Yeah, we'll see. We're only halfway through the map, by the way. This is a fairly long map, and it's, you know, it's not over in the slightest. What matters is if we see Rectagon break, who else we see break. If RAMSING can hold through the next hard part, it's Rectagon to find a break. That's the biggest combo, and LaFish gone. Lead's instantly going to start going down, but it's very, very slow. RAMSING needs a lot more breaks from the side of LaFish to do anything.
Yeah, they've got to keep their nerve. There's a lot of combo on the field for both teams. Any break from RAMSING is brutal for their chances here.
Absolutely. Here we go. Another really, really hard part. Huge aim all across the screen. Scroll, Common find breaks. No trades from the side of LaFish. It's Gamer as well to find another break alongside Common. Welker goes down too. There's not combo anymore. Dooms, I hate to say it, but RAMSING, unfortunately, there's only a quarter of the map left. They don't have time. With the breaks coming from fishe, it's going to slow the bleed, but the bleed was already fatal.
Yeah, there's just no chance, surely. 400k. FG skyrocketing 1000 combo unknown one. Gets the break on some of these patterns at the end. But the job is done here, mate. The job is done. RAMSING, a valiant effort. Valiant effort, but it is going to be the team of fishe who will be finishing off the podium for Corsace this year. And solid performance against a very determined performance here from RAMSING.
Yeah, fishe will be the ones to get themselves the Corsace third place badge. Unfortunately, we can only badge so many players. RAMSING will not be receiving such an honor. fishe will be receiving it. Congratulations to them on the third place finish. You know, very, very hard fight. And a very, very good match.
Honestly, very solid. Finally avoid the 7-1 curse. Thanks RAMSING for making it a solid one. But man, they had their strong maps and they had some good performances there. Scroll with a massive carry on that hard rock one though. Huge, and Welter with some really nice runs in this match as well. Really showing up for his team here. But fishe just too strong here. And they are your third place finishers here at Corsace Open.
Yeah, I feel like RAMSING could have done more. This match could have been more, but you know, I can't help but think about the fact that Gamer just didn't seem to show up in the way he's done in the past. It's you know, one of those high impact players, and missing that, you're just not gonna really be able to put up the fight you want to. So that's that, unfortunately.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we do have a couple announcements to go through. First of all, again, the custom song album is out now on Bandcamp, announced in our Discord server if you want to see that. And also, we now have the Corsace merch shop, https://corsace-shop.fourthwall.com. Going to be adding more products as we go. We have a couple products already. Got some secretary tees, got a Corsace racing hoodie, and a sticker on a desk mat as well. You know, head over to our shop over on Fourth Wall if you're interested in buying some Corsace merch. But other than that, I think that is going to be it for us.
Yep, I think that's it. Corsace Open wrapped up for another year with a nice little bow, with lots of awesome maps and songs and matches along the way. Any closing thoughts, lads?
It's been a pleasure. See you next year, I suppose. That's all I have to say, really.
For sure. I mean, we got 2 Corsace tournaments a year with Corsace Closed and Corsace Open. Won't be long before you see us again right here on twitch.tv/Corsace. So, you know what? Drop a follow, stick around. We will see you next year. It has been an honor. That's going to be it for Corsace Open 2023.